Welcome back to Taekwondo Lifestyle. This one's going to be black belt talk, and we're bringing Katherine in the black belt talk because in a few months she's going to be a black belt anyway, and she should really be one anyway. But we're going to talk about the difference between real fighting and sparring in class. Okay? Yeah. Me and Katherine have sparred with each other a lot inside of class. We've never really went at each other like we was trying to hurt each other. And it's always a learning thing. We might still try to win when we're sparring with each other, but it's never like that super aggressive thing. And me and CJ sparred with each other. And the first time we sparred, it's like, oh, it's real fun. I'm trying to be fast, trying to be funny, and trying to throw some stuff at him that I don't think he's ever seen. And I mess up one time, and CJ's on my back like a tick, and I can't get him off of me. So the next time we sparred, it's a completely different feel to that time, and I'm not playing, I'm not going around, and I'm not wanting to lose because it's a black belt from another school come in, and it just got more serious the second time. It's like we're stalking each other, we're looking for openings, and I don't want to hurt him, he don't want to hurt me, but I don't want to screw up like I did that first time. I don't want to give him that opportunity. And then when we trained later, the whole idea behind this video was we start talking about the difference between kind of the way the first one went, kind of it was more fun and playful, and how the second one got more serious. And then we talked about the difference of how we would actually approach a real fight, because like just normal sparring at your school, how is it? Is
so I just
yeah, just like normal sparring. If you're sparring another black belt at your school, I mean, how do y'all spar? And CJ is a karate black belt, and he's cross training with us.
So I mean, normally how we go about it. I mean, we're the same way. We're not like trying to kill each other, obviously. But I mean, it kind of depends on who you're with. Like if you know, like if you got another bigger guy in class, and you can agree to go a little harder.
Yeah.
So I normally like, especially when it comes to like kind of like the move ratio between like kicks and punches and stuff. I mean, we're a lot more like hands versus like y'all are like 90% kicking and only like 10% punching, if any, from what I saw when I sparred with y'all. And like me, I'm like kind of 50-50. Kind of just depends on who I'm fighting, because like I know, especially in my dojo, I know how these guys fight. I know, okay, he's gonna be more susceptible to kicks, punches, etc. So I
spar Katherine, me and her go fast, and it's mostly a kicking game. Mm-hmm. And then if I spar smaller Jason, he's got awesome hurricanes. He can hit me with a hurricane at my round kick distance. Mm-hmm. So I have to spar him completely different than Katherine. And then when I spar Big Jason, me and Big Jason are the two biggest guys in class, and we have heavy kicks, but he has heavy punches. So there's more of a punching game with him. Mm-hmm. So I spar everybody a little bit different, and you spar a little different based on your partner in there.
Another thing, because like normally I can't, when I got behind you and was hitting you in the back, I can't normally do that to people at my school, because they'll like turn around and they'll hit me back, like it's because like y'all can do a lot of hitting, you weren't expecting it.
And y'all were trained to fight more at that closer range, where I threw a very common combination for us. We do line drills, we throw round kick and we follow a back kick. I threw a round kick and I touched you with the round kick, and you were like in a perfect position. I set it down, and when I turned for the back kick, you saw the door open wide open and you attacked, which is awesome, because even though I made that mistake, I like to attack when somebody's throwing a back kick. I'll either step to the side and knock it away, or try to get a quick point on. Yeah. But usually it's hit and then we circle out. I made that mistake and you was on me like a tick. Mm-hmm. And it was everything I could do to get you off.
Like once we first start sparring, is you don't turn your back to your opponent. Yeah. Never do it. And if you're like really get away from them or something, like you don't just like leave that open. Yeah. Because you're gonna get absolutely just like creamed in karate, because you're just gonna get punched so much, or get like your ribs, especially the back, are open, so I'm gonna come around and do that.
Okay, now, but that's sparring for school. Now, if it turned into a real thing where you and the guy from class started,
so like we're having an argument or something, and it turns a little.
Well, not into a real fight, but me and you are in class together, and it's starting to get whether it's now we're competing against each other in a tournament or whatever, and all of a sudden we don't want to lose, and we've started hitting each other a little bit harder, and now we're wanting to win. I know that if I make a mistake, you're gonna hit me because I know that you got this killer round kick, so I know I don't want to open up here, and I'm coming at you, and you're knowing that at any point I could slip one and I could bust your nose. Now how are you going to approach that? Because the whole circumstance just got different. The sparring changed from, okay, we're light, even though we're trying to do better than the other person, it's still kind of in a fun mood. Now it just got super serious. Does your moveset change?
Well, one thing I'm going to do, especially if you're standing like that, I'm going to come in for that front kick.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get closer. Because I don't want to fight far away with kicks. I'm going to come in, and I'm probably going to try to get you in the gut, in the head, or get around you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Now, that's getting more serious. Have you ever had to use your martial arts outside of school?
Not in like a serious capacity.
No. Hopefully you won't ever have to use this in real life.
Yeah.
But I know one of the things I was thinking about was I'd always heard, like when I was younger, oh yeah, y'all do that in class. You think you can fight, but you can't really fight. It's not that we can't fight, it's that there's different fighting. There's sparring in class, which is fun, and we try to learn stuff. And then there's sparring where it's more like competitive, and it gets a little bit more heated. And I know me, I take like our second time we sparred, I take out fancy turning stuff. I'm more focused. I don't turn my back. I don't try not to open up, and I'm more direct. And then there's the fighting that's really, hopefully it happens so quick you don't think at that point we should be doing this so much that it's ingrained in us and we just react. And by the time we realize we've done hit somebody, hopefully we're getting the hell away from them, or they can react back and hurt us. Because that's the biggest thing. Our martial arts is great for sport. We do need to focus on self-defense and reaction and making this stuff ingrained. And that's going to be the end of Taekwondo talk, black belt talk, whatever we're going to call it, because our friend CJ has got prior engagements, and Katherine's going with him. But anything y'all want to add?
I don't believe so. No.
All right. Y'all come back to Taekwondo lifestyle. We'll keep you kicking.